Hi everybody, this is Ollie. I wanted to talk with you today and to do a new installment of the Visionary Series by talking about the importance of just appreciating whatever we have all around us today. I'm going to pan this up real quick. This is not normally what I do, but I wanted to pan up here and I want you to see what is around us here. And it's just really just magnificent. This was already just described to me, and the reason why I wanted to show this to you is that whenever we are living our lives each day, we have to literally stop and smell the flowers or stop and smell the roses. And I wanted to show this to you here because there are so many amazing things just to be appreciative for. There are a lot of things that if we're not careful, we might just end up letting it pass us by. So I'm going to see you here. And it's just really, really magnificent. And I just wanted I picked the setting because here with where I am at the moment, this is like almost an internal greenhouse. I mean, it's just magnificent. I mean, it was described to me, so all of you who are seeing this video can see all of the horticulture here and how wonderfully planted these all are. All of these are flowers and plants that are all fresh, and yet it's in a climate-controlled atmosphere. It's kind of like a greenhouse in here. It's just really, really awesome. Not that I'm really into flowers, but the thing that I am into is whenever things are just done really nicely. And when we think about our lives and we look at different aspects of our daily existence, we can end up missing all of the wonderful beauty that's around us. It can be in settings like where I am now, or it could just be in the beauty of the blessings that we have in our lives. And it's just such a wonderful thing, because if we're not careful, we can end up focusing on negative aspects of our lives, and in doing that we fail to see all of the richness and the wonder of what is just right around us here. And so it's just important for all of us always to keep in mind the many, many blessings that we have. Whenever we might have any difficulty or struggle, or whenever we might have made decisions that are different from what we wished we would have made or whatever, we can end up pulling ourselves in the wrong direction by going down the road of negativity. And we need to really be careful about that. But in order to focus more properly on the things that really matter and on the things that are really, really important to enable us to feel a sense of richness with life, we need to look at the positive elements, and we need to magnify those elements in our lives in such a way that we just are filled with such gratitude inside for whatever we have. And whenever moments are difficult, we can forget that. I know that I do sometimes, where if I look at something, I can say, gosh, I wish things were a certain way, or whatever the situation might be. But the better way to look at things is for us to change our state by literally remembering moments of beauty and moments that we appreciate, moments that are just very special to us individually. And then we take ourselves back to those moments and appreciate it. Like just even looking at this, at all of this here, looking at all this, this is yet another thing that people can visualize in thinking about something that's just really beautiful. And so people might say, well, gosh, Ollie, you can't even see it, so how does this really matter to you? What matters to me is the fact that I get to be in a setting like this, and that I get to visit settings like these. And it's just really such a marvelous, wonderful, miraculous thing to have that ability to appreciate. And that ability to appreciate is something that is within reach for any of us, whether we are in whatever station of life that you can describe, whatever the station of life may be, we can find the beauty in things around us. And what I mean by that is the power of the positive, and we can find those things. And then when we put ourselves in those places, whether that be in our own minds, where we think about things, or whether we actually physically go to a place, then when we remember those moments, then we really can put ourselves in such a state of feeling like, wow, life is really truly amazing. And something special happens when we make a commitment to self-correct if ever we find ourselves thinking negatively or thinking in a manner that brings us some degree of misery, whatever that might happen to be. And the special thing that happens is that we minimize the time that we are in a negative state. It's not to say that we don't have bad days or that we don't have bad moments, but when we make sure to optimize the power of the appreciation of blessings around us, then the amount of negativity is put at a minimum, so we can get ourselves back into a state of positivity, which attracts more positive. So with that, I'd like to end this video, but by wishing all of you well, and by just telling all of you from my heart how much I appreciate all of you for watching these videos, and how with all that we do in our lives, we just have got to continually remember that there are always wonderful things for which to be grateful. So you take good care, everybody, and here is to a wonderful life for all of you and for all of us. Warmest wishes.